For many people, living in less space actually leads to better health, not because of lifestyle trends, but because the body responds differently to simpler environments. Downsizing is usually described as a practical decision. A smaller home, lower costs, fewer possessions. But for many people, the most noticeable change happens somewhere else entirely. It happens in the body. Even when downsizing feels emotional, even when it feels like a loss, people often report something unexpected. They feel lighter. This video explores why downsizing often improves health, even when the transition itself isn't easy. This is part 2 of the Cottage Health Effect. Your home is not neutral. Every room, every object, every sound and surface places demands on your nervous system. Large spaces increase stimulation. More rooms mean more visual input. More objects mean more decisions. Even when nothing is wrong, the body stays slightly activated. When people downsize, something subtle changes. There is less space to scan. Less information to process. Less background responsibility. The nervous system responds first, often before the mind catches up. Breathing slows. Muscle tension eases. Sleep improves. This is not psychological suggestion. It's environmental physiology. Think about how you move through a large home. You walk farther. You pass unfinished tasks. You notice clutter you don't have time to resolve. Each of these registers as low-level stress. Downsizing shortens the distance between intention and completion. You start tasks and finish them. You rest without distraction. You recover more fully. Smaller homes also change sound behavior. Noise doesn't echo as much. Mechanical sounds are easier to identify and fix. Silence becomes more predictable. For the nervous system, predictability is calming. This supports nervous system regulation in ways most people never consciously notice. Downsizing often improves indoor air quality, too. Smaller spaces are easier to ventilate. Moisture problems are easier to detect. Hidden toxins in the home are harder to ignore, and therefore more likely to be addressed. The body responds to cleaner air quickly, clearer thinking. Less fatigue. Improved sleep depth. There is also the mental load factor. Large homes carry invisible obligations. Maintenance. Cleaning. Repairs waiting in the background. Even when you're not actively working on them, your brain tracks them. Downsizing reduces that cognitive burden. Less mental noise means more capacity for recovery. Now, let's talk about the emotional side. Downsizing can feel like letting go of identity. Rooms once filled with plans. Space that represented possibility. That grief is real and valid. But here's the paradox. The body often experiences relief before the emotions fully process the change. This is why people sometimes feel better physically while still feeling conflicted emotionally. Both can be true. Downsizing works best when the space is supportive. Natural light. Clear movement paths. Intentional furniture placement. This isn't about minimalism. It's about alignment between space and physiology. When the home environment supports health, the body responds, regardless of trends or aesthetics. The goal isn't smaller for the sake of smaller. The goal is fewer demands on your system. Health improves when the home stops asking so much. In the next episode, we'll explore why some people feel healthier after downgrading their home, even when it looks like a step backward on paper. Because health doesn't always follow status. It follows conditions. If this video helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more ways to support your well-being at home. Wellness begins at home.